To fight.
Alright guys, we're live. Cypher vs strenx, and the first map is going to be T7, then Airwalk, and then Hectic to decide, and we're going to jump right into the match. I'm going to spec Cypher off the bat, and he had a weird spawn apparently. Just trying to figure out where...
It's not on.
Shit, are you sure?
Yeah.
It's on. My gosh. Anyway, Cypher just managed to take the mega health and is just running away, collecting some weapons as I speak. He had a very interesting spawn where he wanted to figure out where strenx was spawning just to, decide whether to go to the red armor or the mega health. But Cypher is on the red armor already, and it's about to spawn very soon. And there's strenx from the far back trying to do some damage on him, but Cypher's still not deciding to go for the red, trying to intercept him, trying first of all delaying the red armor, obviously, make a very smart choice, and then again just making sure he can play for the next mega health. And now Cypher has got all the weapons, but only 1 minute left and not much has happened as of yet. Let's see what Cypher is going to do. He played very, very cautiously, and strenx is nowhere near. And what is Cypher going to do? Is he going to drop down for the red armor, or does he just want to make damage when strenx appears? But strenx is not appearing at the red armor, so he's still at the mega health. Just collected it right now, and my sound isn't too good. Maybe I could have told whether or not he was at mega health. Anyway, Cypher should be happy with 100-200. But both players play a very interesting style right now. Maybe they're afraid to charge into each other. Still have to get to know each other. And there's the first ray hit by strenx from above, but Cypher is trading one as well. And now Cypher is taking his time to go wherever he wants to, because he didn't want to take any splash damage from that rocket. But he's still late for the mega health. Maybe if he had strafed a bit faster, he maybe would have landed a rail. But nice rail from above by strenx through the grates. Red is next up, and I don't know if Cypher can challenge for this one, but he's in a very bad positioning. And he knows that, so he just lets strenx take it. That means that strenx probably has like 100-100. And this could mean trouble for Cypher, as he only has the yellows available at the moment. But there's strenx charging in. Will Cypher be trapped? And there's the rocket right in the face, and strenx is challenging him or chasing him. And there you go. strenx has still a lot of armor left with, but he should be careful here. If he runs in that room, he could eat too many plasma bullets, and that's why he's just backing off here. Really good decision, but you know, the map obviously is designed that way that even if you're out of control and you just spawn at the red armor at the right time, you might get it and might even get the yellow armor as well, leaving you with 150 armor, which is really nice off the bat. And right now, Mega Health and Red are synced. So let's see what strenx decides to do, and hitting another rail through the grades. And I'm pretty sure that Cypher thinks twice about whether he's going for that Mega Health or not, but that rail that he just hit was so important for him to actually jump to the Mega Health. So things are more or less evened out right now in terms of health and armor. And I'm just going to look at the accuracy. Strenx hitting 55% rail. Obviously, he hasn't hit that many shots. But Cypher going in aggressive, actually jumping into Strenx's face. And Strenx has now to decide, is he going to stay at the red or not? And he just went down to Cypher's rockets and then the rail. Cypher once again delaying the red just to mess or offset the timing of Strenx here. Strenx in mid-fight, and he's hitting a good rocket now. Cypher has to get out of there. Is the 50 HP level up? Yes, he will receive that one. And he still has to be... Sorry for that one. I had to sort something out. Anyway, I'm back and it's 1-1 and Cypher's really low and he's dropping. No, he's actually retreating. He knew that Strenx was at the red armor and he just tried to get out of that situation. But the rocket jump, that wasn't high enough and Strenx was able to connect some of the shaft and there was not much needed to actually kill Cypher. And once again, Strenx finds himself in a very peculiar situation. Cypher's going to jump down and hitting so much rocket damage, and that's what he's known for, doing so much damage in these really awkward positions where you wouldn't expect it, and that's what he's good for. And now he's on the run again. He's got 2-2. Red has just been picked up, but Cypher knows the timing. The only thing that Strenx doesn't have now is a rocket launcher. Maybe Cypher can capitalize on that. Maybe can intercept him. But Strenx has got a rail, so he might make a quick glimpse at the mega health. And there it was. There was that rail shot. Red is up soon though, and oh, that's a good ambush here by Cypher, just dropping down from a very annoying angle, a very hard angle to hit by Strenx, and now it's back to the mega health again. And I just had to fix it, and oh, what a beautiful rail! Strenx just tried to strafe and just get away to the yellow, but he didn't. Cypher just hit the rail right on the spot. And it's going to leave Cypher with a lot of health and armor if he picks up the next red. Actually, maybe you should have tried to delay it a bit, because now red and mega health are synced, or in sync, which means that maybe Strenx can pick up the next big item, but there you go. Cypher is going in very aggressive with that shaft, and obviously he can do that as he has the bigger stack. And Cypher now, maybe he didn't delay the red armor because he thought mega health would be up earlier, and that's why he's now standing at the mega health, wondering why the mega health is not up, and now he just figured that out. So interesting. Cypher a bit off timing here, but it's not going to hurt him too much. He still has a massive stack advantage over Strenx, and he's got center map, so he has good positioning. He just hurt Strenx. He can just drop down and do a lot of damage, and there's the first rocket by Strenx. He's pushing him away. Can Strenx get on the red armor? No, he can't. Too much shaft damage by Cypher here, and now Cypher once again knows it is so important to at least delay the red armor a bit, just to mess with the opponent's hat and making sure that he doesn't get the next one. And there's the next frag by Cypher, which was an easy one, as Strenx just spawned and only had a rocket launcher to defend himself with. So Cypher on the run, and 4 frags in less than 3 minutes. It's going to be a very hard task for Strenx, especially in that situation where Cypher just hit the rail, and he knows that Strenx is very low, and Strenx hitting 2 consecutive rails, and now Cypher is the one that is hurt, and now he has to try to get away. But none of the big items are up, just the yellow has been collected. That was a missed rail. That is maybe an opportunity for Strenx to excel, and I'm just going to look at the accuracy here. 56 rail for Cypher. And Strenx is charging in. He knows how important that red armor is, and he just picked it. And I'm going to switch over to him as he just picks the fight, maybe of his life. And there is the frag we were all hoping for, making it 6-3, and he still has got 2 minutes left to tie this up again, or maybe even win the map. Strenx is in a good position. He's a bit early for the red armor though. Cypher nowhere near. 52 rail. There's Cypher waiting with the rocket launcher, hitting some good defensive rockets and just using that pillar to dodge around. And that that mega health that strenx just took was like for nothing. Cypher hit a good rocket. But strenx, speaking of which, is out of rocket. This could be a problem here if Cypher were to jump down, but he is actually not. So he can be lucky. But given the situation, Cypher didn't really have to stack with to actually do that kind of thing. And then again, why should Cypher go aggressive when he's got the time on his side? And look at that shaft. Cypher surviving that. He hit a lot of shaft and that totally crippled strenx's movement, and he just got knocked back by that one. And stealing that red armor is going to be so helpful for Cypher. And Cypher's actually waiting behind the corner, hitting 2 rockets in the face. And Cypher leading with 7-3, only 40 seconds left, and that's surely going to be the final thing here. Cypher still in control. strenx is kind of trapped, but Cypher got all the time he needs. Actually just does some funny upward jumpy just to annoy strenx a bit. And Cypher had a really nice momentum on this map. He has been able to get most of the big items. strenx connected some nice shots, but overall I must say Cypher caught strenx off guard a couple of times. Especially if you remember at that rail where Cypher was just hiding behind the corner, where strenx thought he would have taken the teleporter high. So good game, 9-3 on T7. And the next map is going to be Aerowalk, which is also very interesting. Because strenx thinks, or at least that's what he told me, that Aerowalk is his favorite map at the moment. And on stream 2 I see Sturmy vs Ruffer. It's already 1-0 and they play Hectic.
Vote now. Vote passed.
Just having a quick glimpse over there, sorry. Okay. Okay, Aerowalk. What can strenx do against Cypher? We know Cypher from QuakeCon, where he played against Kula in a very, very exciting matchup on this map. And Cypher's rockets are so detrimental and so good and so spot on. Even his spam, everything is just gonna be so sick. So Cypher getting the rocket launcher, and obviously that's gonna be an easy frag for him. Now he's just waiting, making sure that he gets the spawn frag, and Cypher spawning, strenx spawning with the nade launcher. That's not really much, but that was a bit close. Cypher bumping his head into the wall. Rails have been traded. Still, Cypher is remaining, or is in control at the moment. Just doing some spam, trying to figure out where strenx is, and there's the rocket right in the face, and that's what I was talking about. These rockets are so good, and it's gonna make it so hard for strenx to come in. And look at that, another rocket right into the face. But Cypher has to be careful here. strenx only needed one shot to connect to actually kill Cypher, but Cypher managed to hit one himself. And now 2-0 after only 1 minute. Let's see what strenx can do. He's sort of a bit trapped there. And what will Cypher do? Mega Health and Red are at the same time, so it will be interesting to see for what Cypher decides himself to take. And maybe he's not getting any of it because, yeah, Cypher just had bad positioning, I think. I mean, he wanted to do some damage on the Mega Health. He didn't really connect anything, and then he was too late for the red armor because he didn't connect the shots as well. And once again, Mega Health and Red nearly at the same time, so maybe we're gonna see the whole thing once again. Oh my gosh, what just happened? That teleporter came from nowhere. Cypher must have a very acute hearing here, figuring out that strenx was at the other side. You actually can hear pretty well on the map, so maybe it's props to him. He just figured out that strenx wanted to take the teleporter and just snap. Gone it is. Gone the control. And I'm pretty sure strenx wasn't managed to get a decent stack, and that telefrag is so upsetting, and also in terms of confidence, because you're like managing yourself up, you know, to get some big items, mega health and red and whatnot, and then you get telefrag, and so depressing. I'm gonna switch over to strenx. What can he do against that deadly shaft? And strenx is hitting some good rails here, I must say, but gets bullied away, and there's the first strike for strenx. And what can he do now? Does he have some momentum? Actually, Cypher spawning at the shaft, a bit unfortunate for strenx, as he surely wanted to grab that red armor. And now he has to think, what am I doing? Actually, Cypher is still up, waiting for him, but 2 consecutive rails in a row. Next frag. And Cypher doing that nice dodge there so that he didn't get hit by that rail. And strenx has all the time he needs. I mean, if he takes that red and the mega health, really just took, he's gonna be fine for the future. And there's Cypher. He should maybe switch to LG. But Cypher's already taken the teleporter again, making LG not really the best weapon of choice. And there you go. Cypher's going in aggressive, and there's the air rocket. And strenx managed to get that kill. I think his timing was a bit off there. Was standing on the mega health for a bit longer than expected, and that rail is going to be so good for strenx. Maybe that's going to be the opening for the next frag. Well, he's still keeping the distance to Cypher. He doesn't want to run into his rockets, apparently. I do understand that. And oh, Cypher's taking a lot of damage, but Cypher's hitting also the exit rail, and oh my gosh! Cypher just coming from nowhere, hitting these ridiculous shots, and now is back in the lead. 6-3. Oh, that could be the opening. Cypher is fairly hurt here. What can... Oh. I was about to say, what can strenx do? Nothing, because Cypher just hit that rail and that destroyed the stack that strenx was trying to build. And so far this is looking really good for Cypher. Obviously he has got all the weapons. You can just play however he wants to. Oh, got rockets though by strenx here. And now he's picking up the mega health. But what can he do off the spawn? And that rocket pushed strenx back. So he's not going to charge for it, and he's probably going to be late for the red armor. And that rail was really good by Cypher. And look at that, 50 HP left for strenx. And if he takes a jump, oh, the rail wasn't hit. So everything is still open. But strenx shouldn't take these long-range fights with the rail. But it's really hard to catch Cypher off guard, so often he has to take these mainly rail fights we've been seeing. Oh, and there's the frag. strenx only had 10 HP, and the rail work Cypher did earlier was so important. Surely worked his way up there. Some nade spam, and I hear strenx is crying, and he has hardly got anything, and I think he just screwed. I'm not sure that was him, but 6 minutes left. It's surely possible for him, but Cypher's just spamming rockets and shaft everywhere just to prohibit strenx to do whatever he wants to. But strenx himself hitting 2 rails in a row, which were very important, but he was so low that he actually cratered. So that once again is not really gonna boost his confidence in this matchup. Some nade spam from above. Cypher making sure that when he gets the red, he's not going to take too much damage. And actually, there was an interesting trade for Cypher to go for the mega health. I don't know what you thought. You probably thought like he can get both, but maybe that was not the right decision, because now he's in a very peculiar situation. He's at the yellow, and strenx, I'm just going to switch over to him, actually has the same amount of armor as well. But he's the one that has to do something. And if he gets the red, maybe he can create some momentum for himself. But Cypher is keeping on his toes. Mega Health up next, and Cypher is not going to be there to challenge for it. So that leaves strenx with a really nice stack, and maybe can now find Cypher off guard. But Cypher is just playing so smart and hiding at the teleporter. But there's the facial rocket, and Cypher's so low. But why is strenx switching to the railgun there? If he maybe had used the rocket, Cypher would have been dead. So Cypher still managing to keep on his life. And there's the frag. Only 4 frags left. 2 minutes. That's definitely possible. And strenx has got all the items. Picks up the red, and he should just try to force Cypher into a fight here. Not trying to take too much damage whatsoever. But Cypher's just running away. And there's the rocket fight. And Cypher is still alive, and how is he managing to survive that? And strenx finally hitting the shaft he needed to. And only 3 frags left, and strenx shouldn't go up there. He might take too much damage. Just go middle mega health. Go back. Try to bully him off there. And there's the shaft fight. Who will have the better aim in this fight? Oh my gosh, that was so close. 7 HP. 30 shaft for strenx here. And 2 frags. But strenx is not really in a good position. Only 1 minute left. And there's the rail, but it wasn't traded, so that's going to be good for strenx. He's actually bullying away Cypher. Is he going to go in aggressive? But the rocket is destroying strenx's momentum once again, and he wants that. Oh my. He wanted that rat so bad, and that rail messed with the comeback strenx had planned. I'm pretty sure he's upset right now. Oh, speaking of the devil, 2 frags still. Is this possible? This is the only chance strenx has right now. He needs the red armor, and then he needs to go aggressive. Rail has been hit. But where's Cypher? Cypher's hiding. 1 frag, 15 seconds. Where's Cypher? Cypher just spun here. The nade launcher just dropped down, and there's Cypher. Can he trap him? There's the rocket launcher. Oh my god, Cypher's getting away. He's hitting the nades, and strenx is fairly low. He has to be careful that Cypher's not going in with a shaft. And we see an overtime on arrow walk, ladies and gentlemen. strenx versus Cypher. Surely a very exciting match, and now Cypher's low again. He might even get the frag here, strenx that is. Cypher managing to stay alive, only with 7 HP. And some long range railing. So, 1.5 minutes left. What is strenx going to do? If he gets that red, it's going to be a good thing for him. But Cypher has collected the mega health, but it's not going to boost him up too much because he was on a fairly low HP. So things are more or less equal, but oh my gosh. strenx is taking the teleport, and he didn't know that Cypher was waiting at the other end. And that was really bad for strenx, because he managed himself to pick up the red and build up a fair amount of armor. And that was his chance, and I'm pretty sure if Cypher manages to get the next frag, this is going to be a sealed deal. But 1 minute. Oh, that rocket was 100%, and Cypher just running away. He knows how important it is for him to stay alive. He has got a 3 frag buffer, so 40 seconds. It is still possible for strenx, though. Now is the time, and he's going in aggressive. 2 frags. Where's the spawn? And I don't think strenx... Well, strenx can't go in now, because he's got only 15 HP, so he has to be really careful that he doesn't get hit by rail. And there's just a duck, just making sure that that pixel rail is not going to hit strenx. And there's no HP for strenx left. What is he going to do? He was about to take the mega health, and that's what I meant. He knew, like, 1 rail would kill him. And Cypher just hit the rail and just said... GG. GG. Okay. Wow. That was some insane match. And I actually need to take a break, guys. So we'll be right back.